What's up everybody, and welcome to another build video here on CR95 Games. Today I'm bringing you 3 awesome builds for a really awesome weapon. A now vaulted weapon, but it's quickly become one of my favorites, the Vectis Prime. Man, this sniper is awesome, and honestly you can use it wherever you want to. It doesn't have to be in the plains of Eidolon or any other big map. You can really use this thing wherever. And in case you would like to, that whole vinyl looking scope that's on the screen right now, you can remove that in the settings. And as you can see, if you zoom in, 3.5, 6.0, headshot damage increases from 40 to 60%. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the build. So this first build we're looking at is the one you're going to be using the most. Pretty much always, unless your only use for the Vectis Prime ends up becoming the Eidolon Terrorless. Besides that, this is going to be your main build, and if you're not running this build on your Vectis Prime, you're not running the right build. This is the one. So what we have on it is Serration for damage, Split Chamber for multi-shot, Point Strike for critical chance, Vital Sense for critical damage, High Voltage or Electricity status chance, Malignant Force for toxin status chance, and then Depleted Reload to decrease our magazine capacity and give us plus 48% reload. The Vectis Prime has 2 rounds in its magazine. With Depleted Reload, we can take that down to just 1 round in the magazine and then put on Charged Chamber, giving us plus 40% bonus damage on first shot and clip. With Depleted Reload on the Vectis Prime, every shot is your first shot in a clip. So every shot is going to have that 40% bonus damage, and it makes a big difference. And with Depleted Reload, our reload is only 0.6 seconds. There is almost no reload. As long as you're scoped in, you can just keep hitting the right trigger and you will never even notice or see a reload or anything. Is amazing. High damage, all good stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look at what it can do. First, let's take a look at this reload speed here. Look at this. That is insane. The reload speed is just almost instant, and you're ready to fire again. Amazing. Let's go see what kind of damage it does now. Here we are, our Vectis Prime. Corrosive, 1 shot in the mag. Build, looking at a level 135 heavy gunner. One shot. And that's all it takes. Usually they'll die outright, but whatever. So, as you can see, Vectis Prime does a lot of damage, even up to those high numbers, and takes them out like nothing. Just gotta make sure you pull off those headshots. But even until you get up to around level 90, you're still gonna be able to one-shot enemies shooting them in the back without any trouble. And you'll see in some gameplay footage a little bit that I can just take out over level 50 enemies in 1 shot, multiple enemies. I'm talking 5 enemies, 1 shot, over and over. Anyway, let's go ahead and go take a look at what this can do towards the Corpus and the Infested. 135 Ancient Healer, still using corrosive damage on the same Vectis build. Instant death. What about Corpus though? For Corpus, you want to take your high voltage and switch it out for rhyme rounds to switch it over to viral damage. Level 135 Corpus Tech with our Vectis Prime, same build except for using viral. The Vectis is puncture and impact base, so there's much more of them than there is slash, so its fall off towards Corpus is a little bit less, so it does a little less than to Corpus than it does to Grenier and Infested, but still does insane damage. Usually your Valor will proc and it'll just be over for him, but it didn't want to proc that time. Either way, still didn't take much at all to take him down, and it was still quick. Before we go and look at that other build, let me show you how much damage this thing can really do. Same corrosive build, level 150 heavy gunner. If I had let the status kill him, that actually only would have took 2 shots. But as you can see, this weapon can go very high level and still take enemies down, even heavily armored units, without much trouble and very quickly. It's just an all-around awesome weapon, a lot of fun to use, and you can really use it wherever you want to, like I said before. Anyway, let's go ahead and go take a look at those last 2 builds. So the Vectis Prime is actually one of the best weapons to use against the Eidolon Terrorist in the game. And it really is an awesome weapon to use against him if you want to stay a little bit further away so that you don't take as much damage whenever you're ready to do DPS on his limb. The Vectis Prime can allow you to do that with precise accuracy from a distance by using its scope and still put out massive damage at a very high rate of speed because of charge chamber and depleted reload. Or if you want to be close, that's fine too. It's going to work that way. You'll see, I'm going to show you some gameplay in a little bit after this, after I tell you about this build, of me fighting the Terrorist and show you how quickly you really can destroy one of his limbs. So this is pretty much the same build as support. The only thing that is changed here is our element. We're not using corrosive or viral, we're using radiation. So we switched out malignant force for thermite rounds, because radiation is what the Terrorist is weak to. If you use a different element from radiation, you're going to notice a big difference in your damage. Radiation is what's going to get you to take out that limb really, really quickly. So this is going to be a must-have for this Terrorist build. So you'll get to see some gameplay of that in just a second, but let's take a look at this last build, which honestly this build's mostly just for me. The Stealth build. So the only thing here is I switched out charge chamber for hush so that my gunfire is completely silent on the Vectis Prime. I have this because sometimes I'd rather just relax and not go after something specific and just chill and take out enemies. So I'll go into the plains of Eidolon and roam the hills very quietly, and from a distance take out all the Grineer in the fortresses, just snipe them out from a distance without ever being seen, move on to the next one, take them all out without ever being seen, move on to the next one. Just, it's a lot of fun to do that, just to chill if you want to do that. Anyway, if you want this build, go ahead, take it, be my guest. That's why I put it up here for you guys. Anyway, I hope this can help you guys out. I hope you were able to get your Vectis Prime before it left, which even if you weren't able to, don't worry, the normal Vectis is still a very, very viable option. It's one of the only weapons that is considered to be able to contend with its Prime variant, because the normal Vectis already starts off with just 1 round in the mag, meaning you don't need depleted reload so that you only have 1 round. You can just go ahead and use charge chamber and have that bonus damage on every shot. Your reload speed is going to take longer, but if you don't have Vectis Prime, go with normal Vectis. Absolutely, it's awesome. It's just as good. You're only going to need 1 Forma for these weapons. Or you might need 2, or possibly even 3 for normal Vectis. I'm not sure. If I had to guess, 2. But I hope this helped you out. I hope you have your builds now. I hope you have as much fun with this weapon as I do. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the footage, and please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.